up, y'all? What's going on? Just gonna hold a vibe today on the topic I've been thinking about since the last talk. I didn't walk yesterday or the day before, so I was about to hold a vibe. But you know what? Since we out here, social engineering, the setup of this Matrix mind game that we are in. All this is a setup. Everything, the reality, the way it's going, the construct of life and technicality of it. And if you don't get technical, Lord knows it's going to be hard, because I'm in my 40s. I've been 20 years in. 20 years in. You know, having kids, being a parent, different relationships, the ups and downs. Society doing one way, and you see shit going down like the other ways. AI's turning up. Yo, we've definitely been set up. It was definitely been social engineered to be the way it is. So, yo, listen to the vibe, yo. You know what I mean? What is social engineering? See how summertime, ain't it? Nah, it ain't summertime yet. But wait, yes, it is summertime. At least summertime starts on the 31st. Since the 31st is tomorrow, Tuesday. Today's the 30th. Yes. Out here, you know what I mean? Walking and talking, holding the vibe, peoples. How all y'all doing out there? Hope all is well. And if not, hope that get back on track sooner than later, so you can add to your thing. You know what I mean? Go for another long walk on this golf course, do the whole walk today. You know what I mean? And just hold the vibe on this topic I've been thinking about. Last couple of days, been sleeping on it. Because we realize, right? We in this Matrix mind game. This Matrix mind game is all a setup. It's all a play on you expelling your energy. Not using your energy for you and your existence in this third dimension, but giving up your energy to the game. And the game continues and take your soul. Real shit. Because the game have you doing all sorts of shit. Surviving wise. Not understanding all this shit is a setup. And our everyday life is a setup. All this, the way the Matrix is, our everyday life is, right now in 2023, from the music, the food, just people in general, it has been social engineered to be the way it is. It's all been planned out and being played. Crazy. You know, I do a lot of research, watch a lot of videos, and you know what caught my attention? Someone said, if you don't pay attention, you get caught up in the lives of television characters. The social engineering has people thinking entertainment is reality and reality is entertainment. Mind control, I learned that someone is controlling you like a puppet, but have you believing every thought, every decision and choices you make is you, when you're actually put in position to make those choices. Social engineering is a plan of how people, the power, guess what? People that run the matrix want things to be. So you see how it is. The lives of television couldn't possibly mimic reality. Movies and TV shows and all the ideas that they come up with. It gives the ideas what people's lives are. But it's always perfect, ain't it? It's always perfect, right? Then those reality shows the ratchetness because it says this is reality, right? But it's all part of the social engineering. But the biggest thing is the music. How they use entertainment to control the mass. Audio, the visual, and then what comes out of these things? How do you live your lives? Shit. I grew up in the hip-hop era, the golden era. If the golden era was the 80s, then I grew up in the 90s. I don't know what y'all call that. Because I thought the golden era was the era where I was listening to hip-hop in the 90s. But I might be confused with that. So someone of my, somebody watch this video can correct me. What was the golden era? Because I caught hip-hop in 93 to about 98, 99 when I chilled off a bit. Loved it, still listen, but got other things to do than doing the same shit over repetitiously or live a street life when I'm not a street guy. I'm a content creator, and I'm a cultivator. I've always been a creative person. So I'm not going to just stand in the streets and do street things. But that was all part of social engineering. Looking back at it now and just going through my research for the information I'm searching for and the answers to these questions I've been asking. It's all been a setup. And coming to find out hip-hop's been a setup too? Man, that's crazy. And I have to say, it has been a setup. Because look at the direction hip-hop's going, and look at the direction hip-hop's from 2000, where it took to now. And I mentioned before in the video, right, I watched that, whoever saw the interview, I thought it was Busy Bone, but one of those Bone guys talking about a meeting they had in 91. Now that's before I met hip-hop in 93. Social engineering was beginning then. When they're using the hip-hop music to engineer society and how we're living. In the hoods, in the ghettos. In the suburban areas, they call it, you know what I mean? How they're setting it up. There's so much stuff. You know, when the government get the father of the homes to begin that welfare stuff back in the 80s, 70s, whenever they started. So you see the ongoing plan of total control. Shit. I was born in 1980 and I grew up in Jamaica. As much fun as a child growing up, there was also a lot of heartaches and know that time's hard and we don't have this and we don't have that. And I remember as a kid watching TV, all the Christmas movies and everybody presents and trees and all this shit. We don't know such things. But even when I came to the States, poverty level was still the same way for some people. Obviously, there's different levels where some people do better than some. That's just life in general to this day, right? But it's like all that television did was like showing you this and showing you that and showing you more, right? And then when you go outside, it's like, damn, it ain't like this, it ain't like that. But it's part of the setup. Seeing is believing, yes, but understanding and information is everything. We are in a matrix mind game. Without understanding, you're not going to go too far and make too much moves, because you're going to just accept things the way there is. That's how things are, that's how things is, but that's all part of the social engineering. Because if you feel something in your heart, in your gut, that's not right, and you say that's just how society is, and you accept it and don't do nothing about it, that's how social engineering wants you to be. That's how the setup is. Just accept things and keep it moving. But even if you're accepting things that's not beneficial to you, that's the whole point. Everything is up to the individuals. Everything is up to you. Say you can't hear, you're going to feel. That's a saying that's been going on forever. If you cannot hear, you're going to feel. And look at life, man. Life is not the easiest. Life is hard. But society wants to dictate life for you. But obviously someone is setting it up, right? So it's going to be up to you to get past the nonsense and the chatter. It's going to be up to you to not accept reality for what it is. That's why I'm holding the vibe out here like, yo, let me just hold the vibe and dispel these thoughts that's on the mind. You know what I mean? And just give my take in this reality that we are in. Third dimension. Why not? It's just a little part I can play as we grow this community. Shout out to my 59 subs. Big up, we're slowly growing. You know what I mean? But reality, as we know, it has been set up. When I started out listening to hip hop in '93, you can listen, there was everything involved. Good, the bad, and the ugly. They got a conscious rap and the gangster rap. The dance party music and the soulful stuff. You know what I mean? Lyrics, stuff to make you think. Take you from the normal thought process, you know what I mean? That's how it was in the beginning. Morning. Well, it coincides, right, with the black movies. The movies are saying reality is hard. Feeding us all the lies that's been set up to keep us distracted from the truth and make us believe one thing, you know what I'm saying? When reality is another, what really happened is another. But it was all part of the social engineering. And the schools perpetuate the lies and the untold truth or the mistelling of the history and the story. You know what I'm saying? So now you believe certain things. When in actuality, everything is opposite. But it's all part of the control. It leads us down to the path where we are. Just look at history itself from all aspects, from the winners, from the losers, from the people in the middle. Then you can find some truth from all the stories and pick pieces out and parts out. But the way society is engineered right now, it's all about surviving. And that's the main topic, survival. You're going to survive anyway if you keep it moving. But you have to get some understanding. And we can't accept shit that's not right. Times are changing though. With all the information that's out, people changing and learning and seeing that it's all a setup. You know, I remember 50 said this, right? And get rich or die trying. The streets have no love. And I'm learning that you have to watch what you love. Because what you love, you're going to partake and you're going to be in it a lot. Rest his soul, Mr. Dolph, right? Young Dolph. I just heard a song. He said he fell in love with the streets. 20 years ago, 50 told us the streets have no love. So what happened from 20 years ago to now, where guys are falling in love with the streets for something where it can lead you dying or lock up for a long time? As you can see with a lot of the rappers that's going down right now. A lot of big name rappers getting caught up. And I'm like, from the movies in the 90s saying that everything is so hard and the only opportunity is being in the streets or being an athlete. There's nothing else. No mention of business. No mention of, just building stuff, builders, IT is coming up. None of that talk. But that's part of the social engineering. And it's sad because the music was saying the same thing the movies were showing. And we didn't know it was a setup. We think it's reality because we think that's how it is and that's the only way it is. Who wants to work a 9 to 5, 24 hours a day? Nobody wants to work. Crazy hours, but you have to survive. As talented as we are as people, or you individually have your talents, and you have no time for your talents because you're just busy surviving. That's part of the setup. Where they take your energy and spell it for something opposite than what you're trying to do for your experience. Matrix mind game. So these times that we're in, you can see why one accept it, or you can see why one not accept it, and know that it's up to you, up to us, the individuals, to realize that we're in the game and play, and just watch how you play the game, because the game is on. Until things change, which I'm hearing, what esoteric changes are going on, spiritual changes going on. Until the spiritual changes take physical, you have to keep it moving, stay on point, and keep learning, keep growing, and keep building, and keep understanding. Know that this game is on, it's relentless. And you have to be relentless in your pursuit of whatever you're pursuing. You got to be on it, you know what I mean? This whole thing is a setup. Believe it or not, how society is. They use TV to give you ideas and throw you off, teach your own history, tell you lies, everything else. The power of an individual. Remember, we're a piece of existence. We are creation in itself. It's a piece of it. Channel star. Walk and talk. Doing all this research and watching all these videos, I'm getting to understand why the way things are, yo. I'm realizing it's the cover up. Something. Cover up the truth of this third dimension is for you to not really know what's going on. For you to believe magic is just on TV. You know what I'm saying? For you to not understand the power that's within you, the connection we have back to existence, keep you from not understanding this one time. You are, what's that to say, eternal beings. Live forever. Your soul is eternal, never dies. Now the avatar dies. Your avatar stops growing. Your avatar is in this journey one time. So to get you to not understand this third dimension, what we're doing and dealing here is all part of the game to keep it distracted for a lifetime. Understanding is everything, man. Energy is everything. The energy you put into yourself is either going to build it up, break it down. Go in two ways. You're not going to stay the same as time goes. Even if you're not doing nothing, you're going to grow. But you have to get this understanding, because the setup of society will lead you down a path of nothingness if you're not paying attention. If you're accepting what society has to offer, it's been engineered for you to lose. It's been engineered for you to think it's a struggle. It's been engineered for you to think life is hard, when it's what you make it. Now, the setup, how they set society up and think what you have to do, everything is on you. You know what I mean? You do what you gotta do. Survive, you're gonna survive. We all gonna survive. We all survive. But it's the liberty in the life you're living. Is that the life you want to live? Before I started doing this walking talks and holding a vibe, I was just like everybody else. I was just like everybody else, surviving, asking these questions. But you know what? You got to answer these questions. And there's a reason for everything, which we all know that. Because it doesn't make any sense. I don't like to talk about people's name, but I see Freddie Bob said he had $22 million. And because of circumstances and friends and the crew, lost all of that. Now he's only locked up because he was doing his thing, according to the reports. It doesn't make any sense to me. How can you have that much money and fuck it up? Ames B. But the whole thing of surviving is get money. I don't understand. Then you were saying you went shopping and look fresh. Now the whole crew got a screw face, so he has to get everybody fresh, so everybody feel good. But he's the one that's out doing all the shows and performing. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But that was part of the social engineering. It's like, I guess that's why they break it down in class. Y'all, words is powerful. Classes got upper class, middle class, and the lower class, right? If that's what, if they have to convince you that you're in the lower class, you're gonna believe it. Look at the conditions in the hood. And the ghettos are all around the world. It's set up that way that if you find yourself in these positions, you're gonna believe it is also hard life is. And as time goes, the decisions you make are based around those shits. But it's engineered like that. There's a reason why they got the fathers out the homes. Shit, when I was growing up in Jamaica, both mom and dad was at work. And then you come to the States, it's just mom's at work. And now the kids are left to raise themselves. The adolescent years, which are the very important years, the teen years, they have to make, think on their own and do their thing. And that happens that's a lot in urban society. That's how it's set up. Both parents working, no parents around. It gets deep. We're gonna have a part 2 to the social engineering, because look at drugs, man. I still don't know the makeup of cocaine, the crack rocks, heroin, and these are fucking plants. These are plants, right? So how these things transform into fucking drugs where you can shoot up or inhale, sniff, whatever the case is, but how do you make these things? You can sure get them and then make up the rock, because you see them whipping it in the rap videos, whipping it, right? Nobody think about these things, and this started in the 80s. Part of the social engineering. Hello, how you doing? Hey. All right, have a good day. Was part of the direction where they're trying to go to keep control and keep you locking yourself down and how you feel and how you're looking at things, your perception and stuff. Society is the way it is because it's set up that way. You feel the way you feel because you were brought up in a society that feels a certain way. I mean, to say that we got to break that shit and cut that bullshit out. They can set up society how the fuck they want, but you do as you will. You ain't got to do what they say. You can do how you feel. So I'm holding the vibe on these podcasts, you know what I mean? Just to make some sense of things. And the way things are, shit, probably from the 70s, the 80s. Because in the 70s, don't they have those exploitation movies? They call it black exploitation movies. Words are so powerful in these times. Because you know what it is? Letters are characters, right? And letters are what makes up words. And the words are a bunch of characters together. And the meaning of those words is what it is. It's damaging for your soul. Some of it are. Some is building, some is damaging. Like, I heard this, right? The correct sequence of words can make things happen for you perfectly lined up. But if you don't know the perfect sequence, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, the video games, when you play them, and you get the power-ups and all of that, that's true to this dimension. You know what I'm saying? Motivation is energy. When you put words those characters together that make that word, that's the different energies that come together. And that's how deep this third dimension is. Well, we are socially engineered to not believe in nothing at all. Just what's being told and what's being spread and pushed. You know what I'm saying? But you have to look at things opposite than the way things are. It's a vibration, and if you're feeling the vibe, you can go with the vibe and see where it takes you. What they say, go down the rabbit hole, right? But things has been definitely set up to be a certain way. And you can tell by just the way things are. The way people think and the way people move. I ain't gonna front, I love hip-hop. I started in 93, but around 99, 97, like I always say, after the Woo Forever album, I kinda had to fade away. Biggie died. Then Nori with his simple raps. You know what I mean? We had Keith Murray before Nori, and Keith Murray was saying some wild, intellectual, deep, big words, big stuff that makes sense when you put it together. And that would just bring up your vocabulary. Because like I said, right? Letters are characters, and all them words are characters together, and very powerful stuff. But that's what we was getting from Keith Murray. And then, you know, Nori and the simple as what stuff kind of threw everything off. And by then I'm 18, 19, 98, 99, I'm getting older. I'm a conscious brother for a long time, so I'm trying to think about life. I'm trying to think about family, but in this reality, in this third dimension, is all set up. And I was always thinking about that family stuff, looking for that love energy, right? But it's also engineered to be that way. But if you look at TV, there's all sorts of life, all sex, and there's all kind of people that moves a certain way. So they got all that shit covered up. All the aspects of life covered up, and what you're exposed to, that's what you're most likely going to think about a lot. And it's all energy for me, so that love energy I was looking for, you know, started my family young. It's all good. It is what it is, because now my kids are grown up. I still got 2 young ones, but my oldest ones, you know, in their 20s, and now they experience their life as on their own and stuff like that. Man, it's someone else. But it's all a setup, y'all. Just know that. Even if life is hard, they set it up that way. And unfortunate decisions we make sometimes keep us in that position until we realize it. You know? But challenges builds who you are. Builds character. What you want to become, just gotta go and get it, no matter whatever the case is. Just put the work in, and you will be, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the whole walk, even though I did cut it off up the hill, but yes, I'm gonna catch you on the next Walk and Talk. CLP, social engineering, man. It's all a setup, y'all. So watch out.